Okay, so I've been wanting to share this story for a while because it's actually very exciting for me. Um, so I wrote a book. We know this, right? And when you write a book, you spend a lot of time preparing and creating. And it took me about 5 years to write my book. But when it goes out and it finally gets published and it goes out into the world, I really don't know whose eyes it lands upon, whose hearts, or what happens when it goes out there, unless every once in a while I'll go to the selling sites and I'll see that somebody posted a review or someone might reach out to me. But otherwise, when it goes out there, I just have no idea where it is and where it lands. So this really cool thing happened. A few family members were at a private dinner party. Apparently there was this man, this very eloquent speaking man who was also an author of a book, was charming the table, and they were talking, and he seemed to have captured the attention of people. He spoke very well. And the family members that were there wanted to boast about they have apparently an author in the family too, and they wanted to bring it up to him. And when they told him about the book, he knew me. He had read my book. He had read my book 2 times. So these people who were trying to, like, they were really impressed by this man, and they bring up my book, and he says, Banush Babzani. Yeah, I read her book. I read her book twice, like twice, right? So this is unbelievable. And then they come back and they tell me about him. And I'm like, wait, who is this man? And they tell me his name. And I walk over to my bookshelf and I pull off his book from the shelf. So this author, that when I was in college, I read his book, and it was very well, written. He is a very smart man and very well respected. I read his book in college. Fast forward years later, this man whose book is on my shelf has my book on his shelf and read it 2 times. So celebrating gratitude, like this is the theme of the week, right? This is where I am. I'm celebrating. I can't get over it. It's just these beautiful stories that I hear every once in a while gives me the energy to keep going, and I'm basking in it. I want to celebrate. I worked really hard for that, and I'm celebrating that. So I wanted to share it with you. Thank you. Love to you all.